What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Beta Memoirs, where we like to provide you informative information for scalping, investing, swinging, crypto information, which is something I'm going to start building out. But if that is something you are interested in, remember to subscribe and hit the like button if you feel like you have gotten value out of this video. Now, today in itself has been quite intriguing. Tech look extremely strong support today. Apple was actually interestingly pushing pretty hard today. But one thing that towards the end of the day, we did have Powell today, which was something I wasn't aware of. He was making some other speech apparently, but he didn't really hit on anything that he hasn't already talked about. Again, the market was kind of sideways until he talked, and then once he did talk, the market started to take off, but then last minute it took a nosedive in that last hour in power hour, which was quite interesting. I know there was news that came out. I guess China was leading the UN. I guess, I don't know if it's an emergency briefing on the 7th of May, which is interesting. I don't believe I've heard anything about it. I don't know if it was previously scheduled or what is going on with that, but that's something to keep in mind. I didn't like the way the market reacted with that quick candle to the downside towards the end of the day. It wasn't that massive. It could have been more talks about inflation. I didn't catch all of Powell's speech that he had today. I know I caught most of it. I caught his speech, but I know they were asking him questions and stuff about inflation on top of that. Again, from what I understand, he still reiterated the same information he always does. I don't know if it has anything to do with the UN and all that, but being said, the market is looking weak. Value stocks in rotation, Walmart, Target did absolutely insane today. They had major explosion. I know eBay had a big move today. They had announced crypto. They're trying to invest crypto, making crypto as a payment, and they're also looking at NFT sales as well. So there's a lot of different things going on in the market in general. Again, I know the whole crypto asset market right now is kind of widening the asset market. So I don't know if that's kind of what's playing into everything. There's a lot of different changes going on in general right now with the markets as far as growth and value and the separation there. But again, as you can see in my watch list, I'm about ready to get it pulled up. I do have some value plays in here today because again, the market looks really weak, and I'm not really sure where we're going to go from here. We are going sideways. Do we pull back? Do we correct? It looks like the market's been trying to correct, but we are right in the middle of earnings. We've had some great earnings from some big companies, and yet they continue to sell off. So that's something to keep in mind. Let me go ahead and pull up the chart here. And one thing I wanted to pull up too, this isn't part of the watch list, but Amazon has been getting hit hardcore, and it crushed earnings. So that's telling you something there. Like Tesla, again, I didn't add Tesla today, but on the watch list, I don't believe. But nonetheless, I might have because I normally will always watch Tesla. But being said, Tesla is at a very interesting spot. It's been struggling. It's been wanting to go, and then it continues to sell off. So I've taken possession in Tesla multiple times today, but it didn't want to rip. It tried to, but it continued to stall. Coin is the other one I was watching again today. Same thing, Coin struggled. It actually started moving up. It looked like it was getting ready to really make a big move, and then it's just stalled out. And then Facebook is actually selling off as well. So a lot of these companies, they have these massive push-ups for earnings, and now they're giving all their gains back. So we're coming into an interesting level here and where we're going to go from this particular point. So being said, this is what I have for watch tomorrow. Yes, I do have Tesla on here. I do have a Walmart, Target, BA, and SQ. SQ is mainly because of earnings is on Thursday, I believe. Being said, again, the market in general, it's going sideways. It's been playing range. I talked about it possibly just chopping and then pushing up, chopping, pushing up. Could be a very real thing, especially with the Biden administration, until everything is kind of worked out. But I think ultimately, once all the plans and everything get worked out, we might not get chop anymore. We might actually just start pushing up, but we're slowly melting up. So we get this chop push. We'll definitely have to see if that is what is going to continue forward from now on. But definitely a new market going on. So SPY looks like that. QQQ looked pretty bad today. Like I said, it pushed in the beginning. Now we're at this bottom range. We definitely don't want QQQ to blow this bottom out of this range because we could do some major selling, I think, if that does happen. I'm actually surprised that there have been a lot of these pops and drops. One day we're up, one day we're down, up and down. So it's been frustrating nonetheless, leading a lot of people to scalp more, which I think believes scalping isn't always favorable if you are taking more scalps than need be. I think a couple handful of scalps in a day is okay, but anything more, and especially after that first 2 hours, I think it starts to get more into, I think you're asking for it after that point. But nonetheless, let's get into the list here. Tesla, it is wedging. So on the daily, it is wedging nicely. So I would expect this to kind of play out like this. Again, I had great earnings. I've been trying to get a good hold on Tesla. I did take the pullback on this last week when I had this push. So I did push up and then I gave back and broke even. I ended up getting out or break even here. I thought Tesla would have pushed a little bit better. There was, again, a lot of buyers on Friday. I don't know if that was institutions or what that was, but today, again, we just flat. I got in a couple different times at this level. Pushed up, got out because it just wouldn't go. I kept breaking even on this because it just wouldn't go. But ultimately, if it does hold this, I would like to get a better position in this for the run because I do believe we will push up at some points. I think it's going to be the markets. I think the market's just going to flip a switch, to be honest. I don't think there's going to be any specific news. Could be the market makers just messing around, and then eventually we'll just start going. I think is more likely what's going to happen. The earnings obviously aren't doing anything. Everything has got positive news, but tech is just getting slammed. So there's nothing to exactly pinpoint what is going on. Walmart is the next one I have. Walmart had a massive move today, along with Target. Cost did as well, and HD did as well. So value is definitely in play right now. I had a big play. I wanted to actually take this last week. Kind of upset. I never actually did. I started the consolidation. I should have actually took shares in this last week, but I did not. I did bump up, went sideways, and I missed this initial move. I was talking about it here on this day, on Wednesday. I didn't actually take a position, and then it popped. And then I thought the initial move was over, but today that proved me wrong. It popped again. So, again, since Amazon crushed earnings and stuff, I can see Walmart and Target making big moves as well, and so that's what you're seeing again today. So I'm watching this for continuation tomorrow. I want to see what it does. Still got plenty of headroom here, and to see what Walmart is going to do. Target is the same thing, almost mirror-like image. Did a lot of consolidation, pop, came back down, consolidation, pop, and pop again. Looking for all-time highs on Target, so that'll be interesting to see where we go with that tomorrow. So this is definitely on high watch tomorrow. Again, I'm looking for scalps in these. I think right now they're at high levels, and when normally stuff is at high levels, I don't hold bigger positions in it. Normally, I take heavier positions when the stocks are basing after a major sell-off. That's normally when I'll take a lot of leaps in shares at that point. But this Target in itself, it looks like it's going for its all-time highs right now, I believe. I think it is at testing all-time highs. So being said, yeah, it's at all-time highs now. So being said, I'm in that scalping mode and then looking for price discovery and seeing where that goes tomorrow. If it does break here and retest tomorrow, so that'll be one I'll be on watch. BA, I do actually like BA, and as much as I hate talking about BA, BA is actually looking really good. The consolidation is looking fantastic on this. If it does hold this tomorrow and not break, I think it's actually found a new support here. So if it is holding tomorrow, I will actually take a shares position in this tomorrow. I don't like trading or scalping calls on this because you get chewed up pretty bad. A lot of times you get nice setups like this, and then it will go completely against you. So BA is one I'm watching tomorrow. I think it looks good on the hourly, on the daily. You're building this massive wedge here. So I expect a big move to come out of here. You always typically see this on BA creating these big moves. But again, the fundamentals on this, I mean, it's backed by the government. So that's your fundamentals, right? It's only industry that creates planes, essentially. So being said, BA is on big watch tomorrow. Again, if it's holding here tomorrow, I'll take a bigger swing at it with shares tomorrow. So that's what I am looking on with that. And then the next one I have is SQ. I actually scalped SQ a couple different times today on the daily. I mean, you're holding and consolidating a lot. Oops, that's not SQ. There we go. So we have been kind of creating a wedge here on SQ and holding this just like VA. Last time I tried to play a wedge like this just before earnings, Square actually sold off more. It broke the bottom half, sold off, then turned around in earnings and exploded past it. So that being said, I'm looking for scalps all the way into Thursday with this. I did scalp it a couple different times when I hit this bottom support and pushed up. So I did capture some of that today. And that is pretty much what I got for you guys. It's an interesting week ahead. Again, we have a lot of earnings this week, a lot of big earnings. But ultimately, it's just being mindful. The market looks really weak for whatever reason. Inflation, rates, whatever you want to call it. I mean, the market in general, there's just a lot of change going on, especially with crypto and everything like that. So being said, I'm really just kind of watching and playing it. BA looks like the best setup. Ultimately, if tech wants to start running, I definitely want to try to get in coin and Tesla as soon as I see tech start to run. So that is something also to keep in mind. So if they do start running, or if I find Tesla hits a good base, we'll actually take another position in Tesla again, because Tesla, I believe, is getting ready for another big run, especially with all the good numbers and everything. I think it's at a point to where if tech is going to churn, that Tesla will definitely be leading the pack. So remember to manage risk. And until next time, guys, I will see you later.